You've heard it a million times, mind, body, and soul. But have you ever thought about it in the way you care for yourself on a daily basis? Hi, I'm Diana. Today we're talking about happiness and unhappiness. Where does it come from? There's a reason that mind, body, and soul is a fundamental concept in many spiritual traditions and philosophies. That's because each aspect plays a crucial role in our mental well-being and our happiness. No matter how much contouring you put on, no matter what new mascara you are trying, if the elements of mind, body, and soul are not connected, you are not going to feel whole. I am just as human as you are and probably even more flawed. But here are some ways that I try to live an intentionally purposeful life. So I want you to take a look at my list and pick and choose and take and leave. It's all up to you and your life. But this is what I do to try to live a more balanced, fulfilling, and harmonious life. First, we're going to talk about mind. I don't know if you're guilty of this, but I certainly was. You kind of have to watch no, you really have to watch the language you speak to yourself with. Negative talk does not help anyone. If you think about how you might speak to a child, yelling at that child or telling them bad things about themselves doesn't really help them improve. Everybody knows that you are supposed to praise the good and help them with the bad. And is there any difference between helping a child and helping your inner child? You want to try to change your negative self-talk into positive. I know, easier said than done, but you can certainly give it a try. You can romanticize the simple things in your life. Just think of it as a movie. Just going to pick out the coffee mug that you're going to use in the morning and just be so thankful that you get to make a creative choice in how you enjoy your morning drink. You can notice the beauty of your kitchen table. You can be so appreciative of your heater kicking on in the morning. When you romanticize the simple things in your life becomes much more romantic and enjoyable. You can try to identify where you're feeling overwhelmed and take small steps to solve those problems. Sometimes we're feeling overwhelmed and we don't even really identify why. Sit down and identify the root of the problem and then take a couple steps towards solving that problem at the root. And the last thing for your mind, and I'm sure there's a lot more, you can put them in the comments if you have good suggestions, is to practice empathy on a daily basis, even if you're not feeling really genuine about it yet, because it's the process of practicing it. It doesn't mean you're a master, but you want to practice empathy so that you can get good at it and become a master. All right, let's talk about the body now. These 4 things are just crucial for your body health and happiness. So the first thing I want to talk about is caring for your skin. Not everyone owns facial features or body shapes that they intended or that they love. And sometimes we have no control over that. So one thing that everybody does have, skin. And everybody can care for their skin. And it makes everything about you look and feel so much better. A simple skincare routine can make you feel more beautiful and alive. And when I travel, I really do pare it down to a very simple cleansing, moisturizing, and sunscreen routine. But there is one thing that I feel like combines care for my body, my skin, and my mind. And that is my Cure LED face mask. And this video is sponsored by Cure today. But I'm telling you, this mask brings me great skin and mental health. I'm not even making this up, guys. I feel like this is so important to my daily skincare routine. I even travel with this mask. That means that I find this just as important as my cleansing and moisturizing. And that's pretty darn important. So if you want to go one more highly effective, simple, and easy step above a simple routine, I highly recommend this face mask. Not only is it super easy to use, you just saw me turn it on there. Oh, that's a setting for acne. So, it has a dual purpose. Have your teenager wear it. This mask creates a moment in my day where I sit and do absolutely nothing. That is so uncommon for women to have that built into their day. I have makeup on right now. You do this on a clean face. But I sit and do nothing for 3 minutes. It is so wonderful. And I know it's frightening looking, but oh my goodness, I love my 3 minutes with this mask. So that mask, it creates a moment of rest for me. It has erased my fine lines here. My face honestly feels tighter. You can look at this before video from this summer. You can see it. Like, this is something I do in my house when I'm feeling cozy and warm, and it would cost way more to do it somewhere else. It doesn't even make sense. I feel like that's the latest huge improvement in my face skin, but let's talk about body skin. I find that nothing looks and feels better than a light body oil on your skin while you're still damp from the shower. It makes your skin glow. It makes your skin feel so good and silky. And if you're wearing a shorter sleeve shirt or sleeveless, I mean, you just can't go without body oil. It makes your arms look way better. If you have any crepiness at all, which I'm starting to get, the body oil makes it disappear. I use this simple Trader Joe's lemongrass oil, but I sometimes mix a little castor oil into it. There's a whole video on castor oil up here. If you really care about treating your skin to deep moisture, you should watch that. So the body oil makes you look way more toned and alive. Another super important thing for your body is building strength. I cannot talk about strength training enough. For your aging, for your health, for your mental health, for how you look in clothes, strength training is it, girls. You have to get strong. It doesn't mean you have to lose weight. It means you have to get strong so that you can be happy into your later years. Your strength is at the root of most everything. I've been doing this 75% body weight farmers carry challenge. They need a better name for this thing, where you're supposed to carry 75% of your body weight for 1 minute. I haven't reached that yet. That would be 105 pounds. I can't do it yet. But I want to tell you that I started back in October with 50 pounds, which was a lot for me. I wasn't lifting 50 pounds before that, but I gave it a try and turned out I could lift 50 pounds. So I walked around with my weights for a minute, 3 times that morning. And I kept doing that and I kept building. And here we are in December, and I can now carry around 90 pounds. So I'm getting there, and really quickly too, within just months. Strength training can seem pretty daunting. I know those pounds sound pretty heavy, but you can very quickly grow in strength, and you will notice it in how you look in your clothes. You will notice it in how your body performs. Your back will go out less, and you will just feel better. Eating unprocessed food, I think that goes without saying, and it's something that we all know, that eating unprocessed food is going to help your health. When you get away from all the chemicals and all of the preservatives, your body is going to thank you. Your skin's going to look better, and you're going to feel better. You will be healthier. Intermittent fasting. Now, I don't want to go into this because I feel like it's a series of videos because it's just too in-depth. But if you haven't tried intermittent fasting, I highly suggest you do. I have compressed my eating window to between 8 to 10 hours, and I'm not super hardcore about it. If I go outside of that window, I'm not hard on myself. But for most days, my eating is within an 8 to 10 hour window, and my body's working better. I have less sugar crashes, less ups and downs in energy. I just feel so much better. We will talk more about that soon in the new year. Then there are things that kind of cross the mind and body borders. And I feel like the face mask is one of those things. And here's a short list. Eating for nutrients. So when you go to pick what you're going to eat, just pick out what has the most nutrients for your body and make that choice. Another thing is exercising in nature, like riding a bike or taking a walk. There's something there for your body and your mind. Wearing nicer house clothes around the house so that you feel better about yourself and your body. It also makes you feel like you're worth it. And it makes your family see you treating yourself as if you're worth it. And that's another thing. When you intentionally choose better gym clothes and you see yourself working out at the gym and you're all red faced and sweaty, it really helps when you're wearing cute clothes because it makes you see your progress better. It makes you look like you care about yourself, and it makes you just feel better overall. Let's talk about the soul and being creative. Now, a lot of people have ideas about what it means to be creative. And it usually involves visual art or music, and that is not the only way you can be creative. Try buying some different flowers and arranging them. Try wearing a different style. Try just making different choices in your day. That's being creative about how you go about your day. Creativity is much wider than most people think. You can be creative in almost anything you do. Creativity is anytime you make a choice that's not on autopilot. Anybody can make intentional choices in their day and be creative about it. Probably one of the most important things for your soul is connecting with others. We as humans are not meant to live in caves by ourselves. We are meant to be in tribes. We are meant to be around others and support each other and have fun together and laugh. Why else would we have the ability to laugh? We need to laugh. Some people say, I don't have that many fun friends. And there's a couple things you can do. You can try joining a class at a local community center because that also puts you in a room with people who are looking to meet others that are like minded. You can join a meetup, like through meetup.com. You can join an online forum, and you can reach out on the phone to an old friend, somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, but you actually really miss. You can start hosting your own get togethers. You can have potlucks, book clubs, crafting parties. There are really endless ideas of how to invite people over to your house. So you can imagine how when we have the three aspects of body, mind, and soul disconnected from each other, or one is missing, we can't truly feel whole and happy. It creates an imbalance which makes us feel blah, might even make us sick, and definitely makes us unhappy. And you know what? We'll never get the balance perfect. That's okay. It's really a journey, right? It's always about the journey and not the destination. So have fun on your journey trying to connect your different aspects of mind, body, and soul. You will find much more fulfillment and happiness than the newest contour will ever give you. I'll see you soon.